guys, Ellarie here. So I was gonna be a normal person and this was supposed to be like an updated video on stuff that I like to cook because you guys seem to have liked those. But I'm one of those people who get stuck on TikTok till like 2 o'clock in the morning just scrolling and laughing and looking at stuff that's irrelevant to my life but just keeps me entertained. And I saw that people were doing some of the TikTok recipes on YouTube to see if they really worked. And some of them do be looking good. Okay, which is why I wanted to try some myself. I'm gonna be trying the whipped coffee, the iced coffee, or like the coffee milkshake, whatever you want to call it. Fried pickles later, hot Cheeto fried pickles. And this particular one I didn't see on TikTok, I saw it on Instagram. And anything that involves Henny is something that I need to try in my life because I'm an avid, I don't want to say user because that sounds kind of crackheadish, but I like me some Henny. So someone sent me a video on Instagram of someone making Hennessy pancakes, and I said, sounds good to me. I am about to get my eyelashes done, so I'm gonna make the pancakes and the coffee first, and we're gonna have pickles later for lunch. Yum, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna make, I had to start yesterday because I had to freeze the cubes, but it's basically like a frozen coffee. And I actually love iced coffee. In the morning, sometimes I like to have it hot, but like when I go out to buy coffee, I always buy iced. So I'm kind of mad at myself for not thinking of this on my own. All you need is an ice tray, any kind of ice tray would do. Some coffee, you can either make your own, but I just bought some cold brew. If you guys follow me on IG, you probably have seen a while ago when I used to actually spend my money on Starbucks. I kind of don't do that anymore, just like when I'm feeling fancy. But vanilla cold brew is like my jam, either with vanilla sweet cream or sometimes certain Starbucks will have vanilla bean where you don't have to put any cream in it and it still tastes really good. It's very low in calories. And some creamer. I usually always buy a different creamer when I go to the grocery store. So this is the one that I most recently bought, caramel macchiato. And you fill up half the tray with the coffee and half the tray with the cream. A lot of people that I saw do this video did like half cream and half coffee, but I thought that was a shitload of cream, even though this is still a shitload of cream as well. I only did 6 cubes of cream and 8 cubes of coffee, just to kind of get more coffee than cream, if you will. So I left it in the freezer overnight, and got my coffee over here, got my cream over here. This is still way too much cream for me, so I don't even know if I'm gonna use all these cubes. That's a lot of cream. Then I got my NutriBullet right here. I'm gonna pop out a couple cubes of coffee. I probably won't use all this. All right, I put 5 cubes in there because it looks like I'm only using my small cup, so I want to be able to fit the cream in there. Wow, stubborn little things. All right, let me go get a spoon because I'm getting dirty. I think that's good. I can always add another one if it's not. And we're gonna start off there because it's already kind of too full. And now let's just see what happens. I'm gonna add a little bit more coffee because that sounds a little like it needs some liquid. Usually when you use your NutriBullet, you're supposed to put part liquid, part ice. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add 1 more creamer and then we're gonna add a little bit more cold brew. I have like notes over there and I'm one of those people who refuse to read instructions because I just think I know what I'm doing. Okay, it's done. This is what it looks like up close. Kind of looks like coffee ice cream. Obviously you can get a straw, but since I have my spoon, I'm just gonna taste it like this. And let's see. Bro, this legit is coffee ice cream. Like, duh. Ice cream makes ice cream. Like, it's iced cream, literally. Like, I feel really remedial right now. But I don't care, because this shit is bomb. It's like bomb. I almost don't want to do the whipped coffee, but I'm going to do it for tutorial purposes. But this is a hit. Freeze your coffee, freeze your cream. You got frozen coffee cream. I would throw a little Hennessy in here, but Hennessy coffee and Hennessy pancakes is a bit excessive for a Tuesday. Or is it? All right, now I'm gonna make whipped coffee. I'm heating up some water because you need some hot water to mix it with. It also requires an electric blender, which they say you can use a whisk instead, but just warning, if you are gonna use a whisk, your arm, okay, it's gonna be tired. And I don't know this because we had to whisk something for Yoshi's TikTok viral video, whatever you want to call it, that she's posting tomorrow. She has different stuff that she's making for her channel, but we had to like whisk something until it got foamy, and it took forever. I don't know if it's because I was tired or I'm not strong or I just don't have enough breath to just really just do it that fast, but it's definitely helpful if you have an electric blender, but possible to use a whisk. That's what I'm about to do now for my coffee. Got me a bowl here, and it's basically equal parts of everything. So 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of hot water. I never drink instant coffee, by the way. It just doesn't taste the same for me. I prefer whole beans with my coffee maker. And then you just whisk it until you can't whisk it no more. Almost there. It's getting lighter, which is how you know you're getting close to the finish line. Starts to get a little light skin. 10 hours later. All right, it's starting to look really thick, like a creamy peanut butter. Then you want to get a cup, coffee cup. I put about 1/3 of ice in it. Put some milk in it. Obviously, if you're lactose, use your almond milk or whatever floats your boat. And then scoop out your dollops of whipped coffee right on top. Looks like a little poo on the top of my cup. So cute. So this is what it looks like. Just a little turd sitting on the milk. So I'm gonna mix it up, obviously. So let's see what she tastes like. Okay, it's not love at first sip, but give it a little swirl. It's actually not bad. It's crazy because I instantly thought I wasn't gonna like this. I thought it was way too much milk. I don't like instant coffee. I don't even like sugar in my coffee. I only like cream, that's it. That's it. But it tastes like a very well-balanced cup of joe. Like if I didn't have coffee beans and I only had instant coffee, I would make it this way. Because like I said, I don't really like instant coffee made regularly, even with cream. For something about it, I don't know. It's just not my thing. So now, from now on, when I have nothing left but instant coffee, I would definitely make it this way. I will say, however, it's not worth it if you don't have a blender. It just takes too long. Don't nobody want to wait that long for some coffee. Don't nobody even want to bust out a blender for some coffee. But if I really just wanted it to taste really good with instant coffee, I would definitely make it this way because it is really good. If I had to rate though, which one I liked better, probably only the frozen one, just because there's probably way too much cream in here. Like this ain't what you want if you're like on a diet or you can't have too much sugar, because there's definitely way too much cream in here. I will probably do less cream next time, but it literally tastes like ice cream. So all right, but that's it for the coffee portion of this video. If you guys try it at home, let me know which one you guys prefer better. Now we're gonna move on to breakfast. Now this is where things can get tricky because I don't even know how to make pancakes regularly. Like I've made them before and everyone said they were bomb. They didn't look pretty, but they taste good. So I'm hoping even if they don't look pretty, they'll still taste good, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So I got my pancake mix. I'm gonna do 2 cups of mix, and instead of doing 1.5 cups of water, get this, you know, cause I'm a heavy hander when I pour, I'm gonna do 1 cup of Hennessy, 1/2 cup of water. You heard that right. Okay, so 1 cup, 2 cups. Ooh, that's a lot of Hennessy. This is gonna be so nasty. I don't even know what I'm doing here. 1 cup of Hennessy, 1/2 cup of water, and then for flavor purposes, I'm gonna add some cinnamon, some brown sugar, and honey. See, once you put the cinnamon and the brown sugar in it and the honey, it doesn't smell so much like a bowl of Hennessy as you think it would. It actually is like pretty pleasant. I may be biased, but. So I already have the butter melting in here. I'm gonna do one at a time. I don't know how flammable this is. Pretty big cake there. one's definitely gonna be enough, especially if it's nasty. It's cooking kind of weird. Normally when I make pancakes, the whole thing bubbles, but for some reason, just the outside is kind of cooking. So I'm gonna try to flip it. Trying to flip the pancake is usually when things escalate. It's never pretty, but let's do this. Ooh, not too bad. It actually still smells really good. I think this might actually be good. I'm getting excited. Instead of syrup, I'm gonna use honey butter because it's kind of sweet and I don't really want syrup. So I'm gonna try to see if this is good enough to just eat without any syrup. This is what it looks like. I think she's cute. She smells good. I'm excited. Now let's see what she tastes like. Bro, if these are good, there will never be a sober morning. This is crazy. Okay. Whoa. Wowzers. Okay. Wow. Am I drunk already? Okay. If you've ever had Hennessy flavored anything, like this isn't my first time having like a food that had Hennessy in it. There's Hennessy cake, cupcakes, all that good stuff. You know that depending on how much people put inside, it's a pretty strong and acquired taste. Like you're not gonna not taste the Hennessy. I put a cup of Hennessy in this batter, okay? So obviously you can taste it. But the crazy thing is, if you like Hennessy flavored stuff, bro, a pancake ain't nothing but a cupcake anyway. This is good. And I can only imagine if I had syrup, not even a syrup, but a Henny infused syrup. Oh my gosh, I'm drunk by 9 o'clock. I'm sure of it. I will say, if I was making this for somebody, because I've been told that I make drinks and stuff really heavy. And that's because I usually only drink straight. So when I am making a mixed drink for other people, it's like, I make it pretty heavy. So this would probably be too heavy for like the average person. But for people like me, I'm not even gonna eat this whole pancake because I'm a little nervous because I gotta go to my lash appointment right now and I'm not supposed to be driving and eating apparently. Because it's strong, but it's good. So I'm about to save that batter for when I get back. I mean, it ain't Friday, but wow, this has been successful thus far. I got my ice cream coffee and my Henny cakes and I'm just like, what a great Tuesday. All right, she's back. Okay, lastly, we have our Flamin' Hot Cheeto pickles. My hair has been sticking up this whole video, so just don't mind that, it's not food. So these are simple ingredients too. We got our Cheetos, we got our 2 eggs and some milk and some flour. We're only gonna season her with some pepper and some total seasoning because these pickles are kind of salty. My favorite pickles are Clausen pickles, but grocery store was out, so I got these expensive ass pickle chips from, they're called Grillos. They're really good, actually. They're just a little pricey. Pickle chips are great for hangovers, FYI. Anyways, all right, so it said to crush up some Cheeto dust. I don't have the little, you know, food chopper processor, and I don't wanna dirty up my NutriBullet with all that dust. So I'm just gonna put it in a sandwich bag and smash it that way. I'm not gonna close the bag all the way so that it doesn't balloon, but I'm just gonna crush up these Cheetos. All right, this is my dust right here. This is as small as I felt like getting it with my hand. All right, now I'm gonna make my little dip concoction, but it's just 2 eggs and then some milk. It's really at your discretion if you use a little or a lot, just like with your omelets, you know. Some people don't like milk in their omelets, some people do. I just like a little splash. Then we're gonna whisk as so. And then our flour concoction, which consists of flour, and I'm not gonna add any salt for obvious reasons, but I am gonna add, like I said, a little pepper and a little total seasoning. This just has like garlic, onion, spices, oregano, parsley. It has a little salt, but it's not really salty at all. All right, gonna mix her up like that. Now it doesn't say to add this, but I'm kind of like feeling like between the Cheetos and these salty ass pickles, it's gonna be a little too salty. And I feel like a way to break down some of that salt as opposed to using sugar would be to use some curry powder. I use curry powder a lot because it kind of has a sweetness to it. So I'm just gonna add a dash. I hope I don't mess it up, but bars. All right, now let's swing her on over here. I got my avocado oil heating up right here. Now, obviously, if you're more of a health conscious person, you may use an air fryer. I'm just gonna fry them in some oil. I'm going to get my little chip, make sure I drip it dry, dip it in my flour, dip it in my egg dip. I'm only gonna double dip some of them. This one I'm not going to, I'm just do this one regularly. But you can also dip it in your flour, in your egg, in your Cheeto, back into your egg, and back into your Cheeto for a little more crunch, you know? Put them on in. All right, so here they are. This is my second batch, by the way, because what had happened was when you cook these, you have to cook them slow. You're not cooking them like fried chicken. So the heat has to be on like, not even medium, but like in between medium and low. And they can't be in there too long. Otherwise, the oil will get too dark and they'll look like this, which isn't bad, but it's not that great to look at. It looks like a chicken nugget, but it doesn't have that bright red look because the oil was way too hot and shit got real. Don't get it twisted, I'm still gonna eat those if they're good. So, but these are the pretty ones that made it at the last batch. I had to remake the oil, all good. You can use a ranch, but I feel like with all the cream and stuff I had earlier, I'm just gonna go without. Let's give it a go. Wow, no wonder these things are viral. Everything I've had today has been fire. Like, I don't even care if you guys want a part 2. I have to have my own personal part 2 because these are amazing. Part of, honestly, what makes these taste so good is, like I said, the pickle brand that I used. It has like its own distinctive flavor. So I feel like adding on the Cheetos, I don't taste the curry, but I feel like it kind of helped with the saltiness. I'm just saying. They're not hella salty. They taste way better than regular fried pickles, honestly. Look, right now, I expected one of these to be gross, but everything was really good. These are really good. Not all pickles are the same, so I don't know if you're gonna have the same luxurious, delicious, exuberating flavor that I'm experiencing right now, but I definitely think with any pickle, I'm a pickle lover, so I've had like every pickle brand. We're talking about pickles here, people. But I think you would still get a really nice flavor regardless of the brand of pickle. I just think my pickle is bomb. Yeah, overall, if I had to say my favorites out of the 3, I can't really choose between the coffee ice cream or the coffee milkshake and the pickles because both were my favorites of the day. Like I said, the instant whipped coffee was good, just a little too much milk for my liking, but it still tasted really good. If you guys have any other recipes you think I should try out, please let me know because I'm all for it. And let me know if you want me to do a part 2. If you have kids, make sure you check out Yoshi's channel. She's doing her viral TikTok recipes that she wanted to try on her channel tomorrow. So look out for that for the kiddos. But until next time, love ya. Mwah.